Hi, welcome to Simply Scrapping. Narelle here. And if you are a regular visitor to my channel, you will know that it's been a while. It's probably been over a month now since I've done a video. Apologies for that. I got sick and then I got sick again and then again, and yeah. So anyway, I'm fully recovered now. Just feel like I have no skills. I don't know. I struggled for the last probably 3 or 4 days to get this layout done, and hopefully as I get through this layout and the creative juices will come back, it'll get easier. But I'm probably going to struggle with this one, but it is what it is, and I'm hopefully slowly coming back. So it just takes one. Like, you probably have the same thing. You merrily going along creating, you get one thing that will upset the apple cart, and then it's a struggle to get back. So anyway, that's what happened, and that's why I wasn't here for a month. Now, my last layout I did was for day 18 of the 30 days of sketches, and that was back in, what are we in? April. That was March. So March 18th was the last time I did a video, and today is the Monday, the 20th of April. So over a month. But anyway, I'm back. So what I'm going to do, so sorry, what I'm going to do is continue on with the 30 days of sketches, but maybe not one each day sort of thing, because I do have lots of other ideas and series of my own that I want to do. So I might like do a couple of sketches of the 30 days of sketches and then do some other things, and in between, I don't know how I'm going to work that in, but that's my plan, because then in June, we have another 30 days of sketches series coming up. So I want to participate in that and get prepared for that. And anyway, so that's the plan. Sorry, the frog in my throat, left over from the illness. Yeah, anyway, so today I'm doing day 19 from the 30 days of sketches, and this is a sketch by Holly Fiercely. I will pop it up on the screen. And it's really cool. I love the torn paper top and bottom corners, and the photos held by like a string type of thing. That's really cool. I've just realized I don't have a string. Oh well, I'll have to dig one out as I do this layout. But I do have the little pegs, because these look like they're held with pegs, like a notice board. So I had these old clothespins from Stampin' Up. I have no idea what year I got them, but yeah, they're not, there's probably no date on this. They're old, had them for a long time, and I thought, how on earth can I use them in a scrapbook? I found a way. I pulled them apart. I pulled the silver bit off in the middle that held them together, and I plan to use these so they still look like pegs, probably that way, and just sort of put some glue on those two raised areas, and fingers crossed they hold. So anyway, I have a range of embellishments here. These are ones I think I'm using. These are if I feel I need to add more to the page. My title, Dogs Just Want to Have Fun. This is chipboard, and I gessoed it first, and then it took forever to dry, and then I just went over it with this ink pad, smooshed the ink pad onto it to get the green on it. I did try colouring over the gesso with Sharpies, alcohol markers. Nothing wanted to work. It sort of just, I don't know, it was like it wouldn't stay on the surface. So I got the ink pad, smooshed it into the gessoed chipboard, and then it took like 3 days to dry. So anyway, it's dry now. Now the only thing I don't like is that I have gesso, you can probably see there, on the edges, because I wasn't very careful doing it. And I can't get into there easily. So I'm just going to hope that when it's on the page, no one's going to notice the white inside. But anyway, that's the title. And my photos are of my puppy. I've covered that up. That's my daughter. At Christmas, when he got a new snuffle ball, and he absolutely loves it. We put treats in the folds, and he takes him ages to try and get them out, and he loves it. So they're the photos I'm doing. Now I also wanted to use a great big stamp that I have here of all sorts of dogs, but I couldn't think of a way to get it to work with the sketch because I wanted to do torn paper, which I have here, just scraps to put in the corners. And then I thought, well, how about if I just stamp like across the middle here to give it a little bit of a different effect. But I'm going to do like second generational stamping. I don't want it too bold and in your face. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Wish me luck. I'm going to speed you up now, put music over the top, and I'll be back at the end. Enjoy. Okay, there is my completed layout. So the embellishments are all bits and pieces, basically left over from other projects. I went through my coloured boxes. If you're new to my channel, I have boxes assigned to different colours. They're just like, I suppose like a small gift box. And when I finish with something from a project, or the last of a packet of something, and I can't bother putting it away, I'll put it in these coloured boxes. And then when I'm looking for an embellishment of a particular colour, I'll go to the boxes and see what I can make work with the layout I'm doing. So for example, this 2 little red flags will go in my red box, and then they might just be the perfect piece I need to finish a layout off. So I won't throw things like this away, I'll keep them in my box. I mean, 10 years time, when I decide I don't want to scrap anymore, they may all end up in the bin, but hopefully between now and then I might find a use for those 2 little red flags. Anyway, so that's what all the embellishments are. They are all from my colour boxes. The paper strips on the corners are just from my scraps, and I just picked the colours that were in the ball. So that's why this is a really colourful sort of page, because the ball's quite colourful, lots of different colours. Even though this is a Christmas gift, I didn't want to make it necessarily a Christmas page. So there you go. Now you will see me stamp the dog stamp first of all. I didn't like how it came out, so I turned the white cardstock over and did the other side, and I realised that I actually forgot. I got carried away with doing the paper strips, and what I was meant to do before I put the strips down was stamp again to cover the sharp lines here. Like I was going to stamp again there and stamp again here, so that you didn't see those sharp edges, but I forgot. I got carried away with putting the strips on and then embellishing, and then looked at it and went, oh no, I forgot to do this. So I can't fix that now. I'm just going to live with it, and then hopefully no one's really going to point it out and go, oh look, you've got sharp edges here, what's going on? So, you know, anyway, if they say that, then the album gets closed and they get shown the door, you know. Alright, so anyway, that is my layout. And Day 19 by Holly Fiercely. Oh, and I didn't use the pegs in the end because I thought, well, they're very bulky, and if I had to put them on and I didn't like how bulky they were, or they didn't stick properly, they would have damaged the top of the photos, because this bit here needed to have glue on it, which would have sat on top of the photos, and I went, I just don't want to take that risk, so decided to not put them on. Doesn't really need it. I took the inspiration from the photos and the angular shape of the corners. What was I going to say? What's gone? Oh no, the photos. Holly had hers across the page. Mine are a little bit big to fit across the page without losing too much detail. So I put them on the diagonal, which sort of goes with the diagonal of the corner features anyway. Alright, anyway, I'll stop gabbing now. If you've liked this layout, please give it the thumbs up. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing and hitting that notify bell so you know when my next video comes out. If you have any questions or any comments, please leave them below and I'll respond as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Have a scrap happy day, and until the next time, I'll see you later. Bye bye.